for a break. What should I do now? Should probably get going. Phew! Time for a break. I'm feeling really sluggish. Should probably get going. Should probably get going. What should I do now?
Welcome everybody. Welcome back for some Dragon Ball.
I was under the impression,
Oh, right,
I know
the whole
it
mission
sounds
with
strange, but I was
16.
hoping for more.
Could have just walked outside, but okay.
So, how's that body of yours?
Satisfactory. Diagnostics indicate 100% functionality.
Glad to hear that.
Go on, what are you bitching about?
Oh. So, do you like...
Affirmative. They put me at ease.
I like animals too. All sorts of things interest me, actually. I'm hoping to be a scholar someday.
A fine goal. I am certain you will make an exemplary scholar.
By the way, are you really out to kill my dad?
Affirmative. That is my only directive. I have no other use. As a result, I was declared defective and stored away.
Huh?
I loathe conflict. Therefore, as a weapon, I am defective.
Nah.
That's no reason to shut you down.
Dr. Giraud once said, he made me in the image of his deceased son. But he was bold and daring. I am not. A war machine that shuns war is nothing but a failure.
Don't say that.
It's the truth.
So this is where all them cuddly critters been hiding.
Who are you people?
Just folks. Looking to make a gosh darn fortune off of pelts.
What?
Looks like we hit the jackpot. Can't believe we find all these furs in one spot.
They're poachers.
Gohan?
Way ahead of you. Let's send these jerks packing. I bet this tastes really good.
You folks are crazier than a dog in a hubcap factory.
Threat neutralized.
Yeah.
Gohan, I am grateful for your assistance in protecting the animals, as well as for assisting with my repairs. My apologies for not thanking you sooner.
Oh, it's no big deal.
The real reason I asked you to accompany me is a discrepancy between my data and your current appearance. I intended to personally reevaluate your potential in combat, but thanks to the altercation with the poachers, there is no longer such a need. Your power is immense. It far surpasses. I foresee you becoming the deciding factor in the outcome of the Cell Games.
Me? But my dad's way stronger.
We are not so different, you and I.
We aren't?
Let us return for now. The doctor will be worried if we take too long.
Right. Let's head back. How are 16 and I alike?
How'd it go?
Exceptional. I am fully operational thanks to you.
Nice job out there, boys. I heard you rounded up some poachers. Bet you socked him something fierce, huh? What morons going up against the son of Goku and a giant android? Ha!
It was nothing, really.
I know. Why don't you stay for dinner? It's the least I can do to repay you for your help today.
Honestly, I haven't done anything.
Oh, don't be silly. Make yourself at home and spend the night while you're at it. I'll phone your mother for you, okay?
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Oh.
so Gohan's at Bulma's? I was wondering where he'd run off to.
Yep, she just called and said he's staying the night too. Her family's loaded. Gohan's probably having the feast of his life right now. Aren't you jealous, Goku?
Well, sure. I love myself some good grub, but nothing beats your home-cooked meals.
Oh.
And if we're being honest, I'd choose them over any spread in the world.
Really?
Oh, that's gotta mean a lot.
Thanks. Even if it's just flattery. I'm getting so embarrassed.
See, Goku could be nice. Or he could be a dick. That's some genuine Goku, I can believe that, honestly.
Shortly after Gohan had returned home.
We've just received breaking news. After having been dispatched to defeat the monster known as Cell, the Royal Guard has been utterly
How terrible!
Those were innocent people. That monster! Chi-Chi, I need to talk to Piccolo about something. I'll be right back.
Goku! And he's gone. What does he need to talk to Piccolo about?
I'm not sure.
Yo!
Goku!
Damn you, Dragon Ball, you're too
What
damn
is it?
calming.
You don't think you'd be able to go back to how you used to be before merging with Kami, do you?
What?
Well, merging with Kami made the Dragon Balls disappear, and I want to use the Dragon Balls to wish all the people back who were...
Sorry, but it's not like flipping a switch. We're exactly why I needed to think so long and hard about it before coming to a decision.
Wow. That must have been a tough call. I know. Maybe I could ask one of the Namekian survivors to come to Earth. If he agrees to stay here, we'd have a new Guardian. And you know what that means? The Dragon Balls would come back, baby!
That's a wonderful idea.
Wait here. Fingers crossed.
With King Kai's assistance, Goku managed to zero in on the Namekian survivors' new home world. Upon arriving via instant transmission, Goku was given a hero's welcome by the planet's residents. Goku explained Earth's predicament and asked the new Grand Elder Mori if he knew any candidates suited to becoming Earth's new Guardian. As luck would have it, Mori knew it was none other.
Dende?
Piccolo, it's been too long.
Wait 1 sec. I'll have Gohan and Krillin here in a jiffy. Let's see.
What?
Guys, meet Earth's new Guardian.
Is that really you, Dende? It's been ages! Hey, can you believe Blondie here is actually Gohan?
Krillin, Gohan! It's great to see you two.
Are you really gonna be the new Guardian?
That's right. I'm really glad our paths could cross again.
Dende, is it true that you can restore the Dragon Balls?
Yes, I can. Making a new set would take about 100 days. But if we use the inert set already on Earth, I should be able to have them working in no time.
Really? That's perfect!
We would then get 3 wishes, right? Same as on Namek?
Yes.
So, would we be able to wish back multiple people like last time?
I suppose that could be possible. I mean, I'd have to make the proper adjustments. But if you did that, it would count as 2 wishes.
Oh? Is that all?
Fine by me. Let's do it.
All right, I'll begin right away.
Dragon Ball should be restored now.
Wait, what? Already?
Incredible. Looks like this little guy has some serious power.
All right, I'll round up all the Dragon Balls then. Gohan, consider your training complete. Kick back with Dende until the Cell games start.
Huh? But...
Hey, don't worry. It'll be fine. Later.
Sorry, I don't mean to be getting tired again. I think it's just, this game is just relaxing.
Time to get looking. I sure hope the Dragon Balls really are back now. It's just hard to believe they could come back so easily.
Ah.
I think Upa and his friends live around here. Hey!
What's that? Well, now. No.
Huh?
You. Many thanks.
Do you now? Anthropomorphic accident? What?
Yeah.
Many thanks.
All right.
Counting on you.
Anthropomorphic accident? Oh. That's not what I read. Anthro... something else. Anamorphaline accident. Sorry. Ah. I guess I could start reviving some of them then.
We got a keeper.
Found some tasty looking food.
We got a keeper.
about that, but I do know your mother's the best of us all.
Gohan. All right.
All right, what should I do now?
So how's everybody doing? So quiet. Where is General? He's gonna miss out again. I mean, I know I wasn't exactly an hour after, but I'm gonna miss out.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
There's one! Wow! Dende was right!
Hey, Infamy, welcome. Welcome back. if you've ever left. But how you doing, man? So quiet. The game is so quiet. Alright. So that's good. That's all good. If you got things to do in the interim of me doing setups, I knew you'd be back, but I'm glad I do have you. I'm glad I do have some consistent guys that join in for every game I stream, even if it's a certain game or two, or you know, every game. I'm glad I have a couple consistent new people that join in, because a lot of my old consistent modders don't join in all that much, if at all, anymore. Not sure if they just got bored of me or what, but I know some have life that, you know, work and family and friends and boyfriend girlfriend thing, but it's just like they used to join a lot, so it just kind of makes me feel like they got bored. I get it though. It's not everyone's gonna want to watch a stream every day, but I appreciate those who do. Even if you lurk, it's just I just feel like I am boring. That's just me though, but I'm not. The audio is staticky. The game audio? Or do you hear my computer? That might be my computer you're hearing. Hold up. Oh, my voice is staticky? What the heck is going on with my audio all of a sudden? The game is fine? Okay. Well, you said audio. I didn't know for sure which one you meant. Hello, how about now? Still rough? What the fuck? Huh. Weird. Yeah, you may want to refresh. It's better? Okay, good. It's always good to refresh after I start a new game, just in case, you know, in case title change. Nice and smooth, yeah. It's always good to refresh whenever I do a title change, just in case the title doesn't change, just in case there's issues with static sounds. Where's this Dragon Ball?
Yep, so smooth. Give me silky, give me smooth.
I can see myself getting lost in a city this huge. Whew.
Gimme. I'll take that recipe.
Howdy. What tarnate?
Amazing. It looks like they're about to get into a fight, but the guy's animations looks like they're about to fight.
Thank you.
Yes. Awesome. I'll take all the recipes I can find. I guess I just gotta pay attention to the people who say recipe in their dialogue, because that's pretty much your cue on getting a recipe for Chi-Chi. Look at that lighthouse. Is that a lighthouse? Fucking Goku's dialogue. Ooh, a lighthouse. Is that a lighthouse?
Found the 3-star Dragon Ball. Heya!
Oh, why thank you. Wow, yeah, a piece fell out of your lighthouse. It might not be good to give that to me. That's like saying that that's like saying a part of my computer cracked off, and here I'm giving it to somebody. Here's a piece of my computer cracked off. Here, have it. The first thing I would do is immediately go check to get that fixed if possible. If not, then I would have to replace it because wow. Yeah. I know I didn't really do well on explaining that. I kind of stuttered a bunch. I tend to stutter on certain things, especially when I try to make jokes, and that's where they fail. But that's just me. Papaya. Papaya down. Papaya. So wait, can I actually use these Dragon Balls, or are these for the story? I'm assuming these are for story, but... Yep, so smooth. I mean, I don't know. There's no marker like.
Even though we knew the androids were coming, we still couldn't stop them.
You did. I mean, it's not like 17 and 18 and 16 are bad, so you technically did stop them. Dr. Gero is no longer alive, and 20 or 19 is also dead, so no more androids will be coming into existence. Yeah, you didn't know about Cell, so you couldn't really prevent that. But no more androids will be made into the future. You guys will not. You guys won't lose your lives like in the future world of Trunks' future parallel world. So therefore, you're fine. 17 and 18 and remain good and become part of the good team. It's because of that you guys won the Tournament of Power. Too bad 16 doesn't stick around. I wish they would. He should have been revived though. I'm not sure if it's because he's an android, pure android, that he wasn't revived, but, you know, they kind of should have, he should have came back. He was still killed by Cell, android or no. I mean, 17 technically didn't die, but he was revived. In fact, in Super, 17 even mentions that he recognized Goku's voice because he was able to hear him when he was inside of Cell's body. So technically, 17 wasn't dead. Neither was 18. That's why 18 was spat out. But 17 was revived. Canonically, yes, he could. But it's a video game. But yes, canonically, Goku can fly 5 times, maybe 20 times faster than the game shows him. I wouldn't go so far as to say 5 times. I would think he's a lot faster than that, but he has to be faster than 10 times, 20 times this.
Might cause some trouble later.
To be fair, I think Goku can fly faster than what the anime and the manga even show. They just want... I'm assuming they don't show you his fastest speed only because then technically you would not be able to see it. Kind of like how when you see two characters fighting, for instance, Goku and Cell, you know how it's just a bunch of flash lines? That's the accurate representation of how fast characters can fly around and fight. So if they actually had Goku flying as fast as he could, you probably would not be able to see it.
Best to deal with this now.
That wouldn't be very entertaining.
I'm pumped up and ready to go.
But I do like when they do that in the show, where they show, you can see it right here, just little lines. I like how they actually do that, because that's actually accurate representation of how fast they would move. Even the cameramen couldn't even see it. I mean, no technical human should be able to follow them, which is accurate. But what bothers me is no matter how strong Goku and Vegeta get, people can still follow them. Like, you know, they can still see them. I know only, like, people like Vegeta and some of the other Saiyans should be able to follow them, but, like, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and all them, Master Roshi should not be able to see Goku and Vegeta or any of the higher-end characters in Super. Just because they're far stronger and far faster than them now.
Might cause some trouble later.
There should be no way they should be able to keep up and be able to see them. Hell, you can't even sense a god's power. When Goku turned to a Super Saiyan God, no one can sense him. I don't know how they can sense Goku as a blue. I don't know if they can. I don't know if the human characters can sense Goku blue. The only characters that should be able to sense the blue, the Super Saiyan God blue, is, you know, Vegeta, Goku, and Beerus and Whis and the other angels and God of destruction. No other character should be able to sense them. Because they still have God energy. While they're not quite gods, they still have they're Super Saiyans that obtained God ability. Or as Goku likes to say it, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. A Super Saiyan that attained God. That's where the name comes from. To be honest, it's a dumb name, but it makes sense to why it's called Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Funny though, they even mention it in the anime and in the manga. I think it was mainly in the manga. I don't remember if the anime mentioned it, but the manga did for a fact. When they kept saying SSGSS, that Goku bit his tongue. He's like, maybe we shouldn't give it that name. It's a little long. And hence Super Saiyan Blue. So even the creators realize the name is dumb. It's not just dumb, it's long. Like, no one's going to call it Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Everyone says Super Saiyan Blue. But that's just I like that. I don't know. I like the comedy they throw into Super a lot. Like the scene where Goku and Vegeta come out of Whis' staff thing. Basically the hyperbolic time chamber, but in Whis' staff. It's kind of like the same thing. It has the same gravity and everything. They come out for the Tournament of Power, and they're all in Super Saiyan Blue, and they have a full beard and mustache. I know they can't technically grow beards and mustaches, but they did that to show that time has passed so long for them that they not only stunk, but they grew beards and mustaches. It was freaking hilarious. I love that they're throwing in funny-ass comedy in there for no reason whatsoever. But canonically, Goku and Vegeta cannot grow hair. Their hair does not grow. Thanks, Akira, for being for giving us a reason why Goku's hair never changes.
It's the 2-star Dragon Ball.
Which is why Vegeta and GT should never have had a mustache.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, was Vegeta's father born with a mustache? I know he's mentioned as a flashback, so he's not really like a character you see at all, like storyline-wise. He's only mentioned through a flashback, kind of like Bardock. But Frieza actually mentions Bardock because Akira Toriyama loved Bardock's movies so much that he put him into the canon storyline. And then there's a scene in the manga and in the anime where Frieza's like, "You, I recognize you." But King Vegeta is only mentioned through flashbacks and Frieza telling Vegeta that he, killed him. That's it. So, was Vegeta born with a mustache? That makes me wonder. Same with Nappa. Nappa's another one with a mustache. He has no hair, but in the Bardock movie, Nappa did have hair, meaning it fell out or he shaved. I know Nappa's by far the oldest Saiyan. If he was still alive, Nappa would probably be around, 70 to 80 years old in Super, if he was still alive. In Z, if he was still alive in this part, he would probably be around 50, 60 years old. His hair probably fell out, but makes me wonder how he has a mustache. If Saiyan's hair doesn't change upon their birth. So Saiyans had to have been born with mustaches. I think too much, but it's Akira's fault. He's the one who implemented that stupid, anime trope, mechanic, whatever you want to call it.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
There's a Dragon Ball here? Oh no, I was over there. Yeah, no, I gotta go here now. I don't know. I think too much, but a lot of the times when I think this stuff, it's like, I'm trying to figure out what it exactly that the creator was trying to do, and because a lot of the times it just doesn't make sense. Even if it's funny, or if it's there for comic relief, I want to try to understand how that would fit canonically, because certain creators literally explain that certain things can and cannot happen. But when it does happen, I want to try to figure out why it could happen. When he stated it couldn't. I don't know. Such as Vegeta's hair and Goku's hair not changing ever, because they're full pure bloods. Which is why Gohan's and Trunks' hair can grow, because they're not pure blood. They're half. Same thing with their tails. Same thing with Goku, and Goku's tail was permanently removed. Vegeta's tail was removed because he got it cut off. Goten's and Trunks' never had a tail upon their birth. My thinking is a tail eventually stops growing because of either their age.
You're done already?
The game mentioned because of scar tissuing, but I don't know if I want to go off the game because it's the game, and I don't know if this is I don't know if Akira Toriyama came up with this game's storyline and any of this dialogue, or if this was all came up with from Toei Animation. And yeah, Toei goes off Akira's word, but they could have added their own shit into this. Nowhere in the series do they actually mention that 16 is the creation or is modeled after Dr. Ro's son. But in an interview with Akira Toriyama is where you would find this information.
Best to deal with this now.
So yes, they're adding that into this, probably because of that interview. But that's not mentioned elsewhere. So in a way, I don't know if that's a retcon.
Best to deal with this now.
But, I mean, I don't think it's a retcon. I think that's what Akira was planning the whole time, but
4-star Dragon Ball.
A lot of these interviews that people are reading are actually, a lot of them are recent. Like, when Super first came out, when Super was starting to come out, same with the Battle of Gods movie and all that, you found out that Beerus is the one that sealed the Elder Kai into the Z-Sword. When in the anime originally, and I think in the manga as well, he mentioned that he was sealed away into someone who is powerful. Someone who is powerful, but not as powerful as Boo. His exact line. Now, I don't know what he means by powerful, because Beerus would fucking whomp Boo. And he has. While it wasn't much of a fight, he blew Boo away because of the whole pudding issue. And that was Fat Boo. And I still think Fat Boo is stronger than Kid Boo at this point because of all the training he's done. But that line towards the end of Z didn't make sense to me, where he stated that he was sealed away in the Z-Sword by someone who was powerful, but not as someone as strong as Boo. Like, the fuck? Beerus is way stronger than Boo. But of course, Beerus wasn't a creation then. He wasn't a thought back then. Same thing, he also went into Hercule's backstory on how Hercule's actual name, his name is Mark. He went to a dojo called Satan Dojo, or something like that. He fought a dude who kicked his ass, nearly killed him, and I think he actually killed his master. Something like that. And Hercule vowed to never fight anyone stronger than him again. Hence I have a stomach ache. His real name is Mark. Something. I don't remember what his last name was, but it's not Satan's. He's also based off one of those crappy wrestlers who talks nothing but shit and then loses. That's what Hercule's based off. Hence why he's a martial artist. While yes, he actually is strong for a normal human being. He's the strongest normal human on the earth. But he still talks a lot of shit. And still gets his ass kicked. I smell popcorn. But, and then they came out and stated that Hercule's backstory is based off of the fact that he went to a dojo, got his ass kicked, and now he vowed to never fight anyone stronger than him again. And yet, he still went up against Cell briefly. He tried to punch Boo a few times. Yes, he was trying to save Fat Boo, but he still did. Somewhat. He even tried to punch Fat Boo a couple of times. I don't want to count that as like a full-on fight. Not like against Cell. He actually tried against Cell. Against Boo, he knew he wasn't going to win. As Cell, he didn't know anything about Cell or any of their powers and abilities. But that's just me. I know I'm overthinking things, but a lot of this is like, I'm a big fan of this stuff, and I still want to figure like a lot of that shit out that either doesn't make sense or things that has been mentioned because of Super's introduction. Unfortunately, Dragon Ball has retconned itself several times over, much less what Dragon Ball Z has retconned as well as what Super's retconned. No big deal. It's just a thing. And whether or not they decide to bring in Dragon Ball Super's back in anime form, and we'll see what they do at the end of Dragon Ball Z, because Oob is around. He is shown in the manga, briefly, farming. He's actually, there's one scene in the anime where they mention Oob, and he's like 5 years old. So he's been born, he's been mentioned, he hasn't been shown in the anime yet, but in the manga he has. So he's around. But I wonder what they're going to do with Oob. Like, in Dragon Ball Z, at the end, he's literally not even in one episode. He's in it for, like, maybe however long that scene was? 10 minutes? Each episode is for, what, about 25 minutes, 20 minutes or so without commercials? So, he's probably in it for at least a good 10 minutes. And that is it. That whole episode is them building up to the tournament, Goku talking about Oob, and then the tournament starting, Goku basically flubbing the pole draws, and then him and Oob fight, and that is it. I mean, Pan has a win. That's about it. They don't have much. So Oob is literally not even in one episode. It's fucking sad. And that's why no one cares about Oob. And that's why people forget Oob exists. People's only time with Oob is GT. And that's sad, because Oob does nothing in that. And I love Kid Buu. Kid Buu is my favorite villain, and I want more with Oob. But you don't get much of him. And I thought, when I first saw GT for the first time and saw him fuse with Fat Buu, I was like so hyped, because Kid Buu was my favorite character, and I was like, fuck yes, Kid Buu is returning. But no, Oob did not. Jack shit. Yeah, he gave Baby some indigestion to help Goku defeat Baby, but that's it. That's all he did. I'm sorry. Every character that isn't a Saiyan gets scrapped, unfortunately.
That village over there looks like it's got some shops.
But what do you expect, though? Like, yeah, Super's bringing back a lot of good fights with some older characters, like in the Tournament of Power. That's why I love the Tournament of Power. A lot of people dislike it. I get there's a lot of problems with it, but it brought back a lot of fights with characters that aren't Saiyans, at the very least.
Best to deal with this now.
I mean, you had some awesome fights with Roshi, and then you had some epic fight with 18 and Krillin. Some 17 action. You had a lot of good Frieza fight. I mean, good Frieza fun. They actually started to make me really like Frieza, which is awesome, because I hated Frieza most of my life. I personally still do hate that form of... I personally still hate Dragon Ball Z Frieza, but Super Frieza is amazing. I didn't start liking Frieza until his movie, because I saw how badass Frieza became, and he slowly stopped caring about wanting immortality. He slowly stopped caring about himself somewhat. He's still kind of self-centered, but he's changed a lot. He's matured. He's cares about, he actually enjoys fighting, which is different. He just cared about killing. He didn't care about fighting at all. Now he actually was enjoying the thrill of, yes, he was torturing a few of the victims he fought. But to be fair, he was warned not to kill anyone. He could have easily have killed several people. But he didn't. He even played with Gohan. He's like, if you don't see that I'm joking with you right now, I'm going to kill you. And that's when he took out Frost.
You should train some more.
And I'm like, Frieza would never do that. If this was the Frieza we all know, he would not have done that.
Loads of stars. It's the 7-star Dragon Ball. And that makes all 7. I was kind of hoping to do this without the Dragon Balls, but Cell's way too strong for that.
And lesson number 1, don't trust anyone. Blah. That was so good.
I'm not powerful enough to beat Cell on my own. This way, we'll have a backup.
So good. And I hate Frost. Frost is just a... And 2, Frieza even realized what Frost was up to. He knew that his Universe 6 counterpart was a coward. And that's one of Frieza's big no-nos. Like, that's why he didn't give 2 shits about half his crew. It's because they're all cowards and weak. The moment he saw Frost's true colors, he knocked him out.
Like
he probably would have teamed up with him. But to be fair, he would have just been Frost would have just been Frieza's lackey. The moment he saw Frost's true colors, he would have taken him out.
Thanks, Dende.
He had no care to partner with him at all. He was just interested in the fact that he saw another one of his race. That's really about it, to be fair. Alright. Well, I want to go and see about this extra mission before we progress. General, if you're here, I hope you're here, man. You did say you joined back. I know you said you were going to be playing some Fortnite, but at least these can be watched. On Twitch or YouTube. At least he's not going to miss out on it, but I've been streaming this more because he's been asking. Otherwise, I would not be streaming this as much as I have been. I'd be streaming this once every now and then, every other few days or so. Because again, I am trying to take this slower than normal. I am not trying to beat this immediately. I'm trying to take my time with it. And that's how I am with RPGs, though. That's why some of my bigger RPG games are going slow as shit, because I like to take my time with it. Not gonna let me get that, are you? Don't get any closer. We don't trust humans. What? You don't trust humans? Beastman A. Oh, do you transform into Full Moon too? Yeah, take it easy. I haven't done anything. I need something in the cave. Alright, get out of here. Man, these guys are really upset. There's no way I can find mushrooms like this. I want to talk to a human, even though I'm not one. I feel kind of weird just leaving him like this, though. I can't bring Corin here either. He is an old-timer, after all.
All right.
What? You can't bring Corin because he's old?
Hey, what gives?
I don't need to be here.
Oh, come on. You got nothing better to do, right? Could really use your help.
Come on
I'll admit, I got nothing
now.
to do. But what the heck? There's no girls here. You don't look like a human. Do you take anamorpholine too? Huh? I was born this way. You were born that way. Then you've stuffed even more than we have. Then you suffered even more than we have. What's going on with you guys? May not look like it, but we used to be human. We wanted to turn into beastmen, so we took some anamorpholine, but now we're stuck like this. Here's another example of this game trying to explain why there's animals in this world. I can't tell if this is Akira Toriyama's work or if this is Toei animation. So are they trying to explain why there's animal people in this world that were once... So King Furry and all the other anthropomorphic animals are once human beings that took a drug or whatever and now are animals? What is this? I get Man Wolf, who turns into man from full moon. He's a wolf who turns into a man at full moon. It's the reverse of man turning to wolf at the full moon. Which, that must mean he was born a wolf. Because if you're a man wolf, become a wolf at the full moon, you were born a man. His is the reverse. Are these guys once human beings that... Is this explaining why that there's animals in this world that are freaking talking and... What the fuck? I'm at a loss for words, I'm seriously. Now that anamorpholine fad's... Oh, it's a fad! Okay, so it was like... It's like smoking pot. Or it's like doing a certain drug. Or, you know, the whole Tide Pods thing. It's a fad. I get it. You don't see any more beast men around. Yeah, it'd be laughingstock in town if we go back like this. What the fuck? Oh, well, in the... Oh, my God.
Right.
All right. Thank you! Huh?
For what? You made me come all the way over that? Oh, come on, Oolong.
Hey, what gives?
Oh, come on. He can fucking teleport you back. Relax. I mean, that's what he did. He teleported to you. Goku, you really need to use that more when you travel, though, by the way. You know how much energy you expend just flying around?
Come on now!
But he didn't throw you away.
Huh?
Hey, you're the one who wanted to be... You're the one who friended him. You don't have to stick around here, you know. You could, you know, go off on your own. I have nothing to say to you. Wow, what did... I get it, he does not like Goku, but what the fuck? So I guess Zero... Okay, Zero made 16 modeled after his son. I guess he gave him that hatred for that, but... 16 really does not have to kill Goku.
Hey! Hi there!
What brings you here? Of course, it's a serum developed by magical pharmaceuticals. Taking it turns you into a beastman. It was all the rage back when I was about 10 or so. Even King Furry took some and became... Called it. Called it. So this was before the events of Dragon Ball. Because Bulma was about 15 or so. Right? 14, 15 or so. I think she was like 16 in the tournament, if I recall. She was a teenager in the beginning of Dragon Ball. Maybe younger than that. I sworn she was about 16. No, actually, yeah, she was younger than that. She was about 16. She mentions when, during the General Blue arc, when Goku and them go to fight General Blue, she was being hit on by one of the army men. And she mentions there that she was about 16 years old. So at the start of Dragon Ball, Bulma had to have been close to about 13? 14? Give or take? There's been several time skips from the beginning of Z to there was a year time skip from the beginning of Dragon Ball to the tournament, the first tournament. There was about a year time gap or so, year and a half maybe. I don't know how long it was until Goku found Master Roshi, but from Master Roshi's training to the tournament, it was about a year's time gap. So Bulma had to have been around 13 or 14 at the beginning of Dragon Ball, and then about 14, 15 or so at that, and then 16 when she went to go with Goku to General Blue's camp, where she was hit on and almost would have been raped. Wow. So this had to have been around the start of Dragon Ball.
What?
From what I can tell, why do you ask? Well, I ran into some guys that took some extra strength version of that stuff and can't turn back. Extra strength? I never heard of that. Why would 16 know?
Okay.
What? Yeah, that better. Very well, I owe you yours. Wow, I think he hates Goku more than he normally did. I know Goku tried to talk to him in the Cell games, and he literally stated he was sold to destroy him. So yeah, he hates him, but, like, he's giving him the cold shoulder here. Help from above. I don't think that's what she meant. I don't think she meant God, as in Dende. I think she meant actual God. Because Kami means God. Dende's name, I don't think Dende has a religious name meaning. I could be wrong. But he is the guardian of Earth, but his name isn't God. Like I said, Kami's not a god. He's not a Kai. Those are the gods. Kais and gods of destructions. They're the gods. Dende and Kami's name may mean God, but he's not a literal god. He's just the guardian of Earth. That would mean all Namekians are gods.
Thank you!
And they're not. But I can't turn back. You know the way to help him out. Probably. Yes. I know a recipe for an antidote that could reverse the effects of any ingredients, and someone who will have to assist me in concocting the antidote.
All right.
Hey.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Media River Snow can find him.
Yes.
Golden Gazelle. You can find the high-quality herb in the west area. Meaty river snag can be found in the seaweed in the lake and the mountains. If you look, the Golden Gazelle antler, however, may be proved difficult. Occasionally appear in the East Ravine, the Southeast Islands, and Central Plains, and in the continent's center. East Ravine. Yes. You need to I'm confident. Almost. Why couldn't I just have one antler, damn it? I know they fixed some of the loading screens, but I feel like they're getting a little longer than a little long. How about just cut out a good chunk of them, please?
Man, this village is tiny. Yeah. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. This looks like a great apple. All right! This apple looks extra juicy. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Whoa! All right! Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. This looks like a great apple. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Up.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Woohoo!
Can't even see anything here. See a dinosaur.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
I don't know how this guy struggled to find a golden gazelle antler. You just got to go where Popo asked you to. I just don't want to have to re-go to Popo every 2 seconds or every few minutes while I fly around and then have to figure out what worlds he told me to go to. That's all. I don't know how he struggled. You just go in where he says, and then look. I'm pretty sure I probably found a golden gazelle at some point. Probably not, but who knows? But still, I don't know how you could struggle. Oh, the guy that mentioned that fact I just read said that he struggled with this quest. I get it'll take you some time to find some of these, but struggling? That's like saying that you can't get it. Like, I struggled with the fight against Cell. Even though that's an example, I haven't fought him yet. But, like, that'd be an example of struggling. You can't struggle against something like this. It's like saying, oh, I struggled farming this weapon. You don't struggle farming. It's just a patience thing. Premium gazelle meat, or golden gazelle meat. Damn it. I don't want this.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. All right! This apple looks extra juicy. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
I do know gazelles do like... They do like to drink water. Maybe they're near a fishing spot.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Well, it is specifically an antler. I don't know if that's off of an actual gazelle or if I gotta find it. I can do what this guy says. He says by the lake. There's only one spot that I see that has a lake.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to
Well,
deal with this
I don't know
now.
if it means like a fishing spot lake, but there's a lake right here. So I can do what they ask and save and quit. Still don't know how this is a struggle, though. Does loading count? Or do I have to exit? Ay, ay, ay. I'd really rather not do the whole exit thing. That's dumb.
What's this? Yeah.
It's really the only lake around here, huh?
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
I will come take that ingredient. Recipe, rather.
That was a good one. All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Oh. Well, this place seems pretty dull. There aren't many people around.
Oh my.
Oh my. Cool, I got 2 recipes. Nice, nice. That's 3 already. 3 today. The Gizzard Wistlands. It doesn't hurt to actually fly around, too.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to
Prime
deal with this
golden wolf meat.
Hey!
Well, that's usually your tip that there are golden animals around here. Well, I'll take some golden wolf meat. That's not every day that I spot one.
All right! This has got to be some tasty meat!
Indeed.
Try this! All right!
I still didn't see a golden deer
Might cause
or
some
golden
trouble later.
gazelle, though, when
Best
that
to
guy
deal with
mentioned
this
that there's
now.
prime golden gazelle meat. That probably would have given me my antler. That's alright. Oh, retraveling to the same area doesn't load? Nice. Oh, I don't like the cloud thing. Go away. I do like that the clouds do appear, but I don't at the same time. I mean, it just makes sense. Because I'm in the clouds, but it just gets in the way. When I just want to use that to fly high above. If anybody who never really cares about Dragon Ball Z enough to watch it, because I know there's people who play Dragon Ball games and never seen Dragon Ball. If you guys believe that a lot of this game is canon factual stuff that has to go with the series, it's not. Some of it may actually answer stuff like 16 being based off of Jiro's kid, which is in an interview. Unless Akira literally states that these beings took this anamorpholine and became animals, then it's I'm not going to take it as face value. But a lot of the times I can't even take with half the shit that Akira even states a good chunk of the time, because he literally came up with a couple of the Dragon Ball gimmicks out of laziness. Super Saiyan is one of them. Same with Goten and Trunks not having tails. Don't know what his reasoning for that is, but it's also laziness.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Let's look up a better thing. I actually want the whole locations of all the Golden Gazelle. Oh, I had it too. I didn't I did have it too. The guy did say there was a golden meat. But, yeah. It's all good. I didn't actually see it. So I would have had it. So there goes your dang struggle for this quest. It's not that hard. It's just RNG. Let's see. Game says they occasionally appear East Ravine, Southeast Island, Central Plains, and Continent Center. So we want East Ravine. What about Southeast Islands? Try this. Golden energetic fish. I don't see them. I don't see freaking gazelle appearing
Might cause
here.
some trouble later. Best to deal with this
Too
now.
much. 7 point out of 10. Too much water. Yeah, over here would be better.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Shiny lava.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
I'm not sure if they would appear on this archipelago or not. What about over there?
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Goku, please. Oh, that frame rate. Oh god, the frame rate.
Deal with this now. Just looking at this mango's making my mouth water. I can tell this thing's got lots of energy.
East Ravine, Southeast Islands. Goku, please. That's the only thing I don't want to do is just having to go to Popo every time because I'm not going to remember all 4 places' names. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z fully in a while, so I'm having trouble remembering a lot of things that I used to. Oh, right, the East Ravine. I was here already. I don't even know really where to look. What's good? Blah. Oh, what's good, coffee? None, man. Just looking for some golden gazelles. Sorry, I was looking up a list of all the different areas they can appear in. My bad, dude. Blah, 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 blah.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Problem is I actually did have it, but there was an NPC that stated it, but there it is.
Best to deal with this now.
It's fine. Yes. I'm back now. Oh, come on. I'm tired of this. Guys, you keep fighting. You keep freaking... I get it. I get it. You guys are going to be all over the place. And I get it. This is part of the game. But I'm kind of really not in the mood for hearing Goku's repeatedly say the same shit over and over again, and you guys constantly following me when I'm trying to do something. This is when I don't want to run into a fight. This is when turn-based combat and, you know, RNG encounters piss me off. And this is not even turn-based or RPG encounters. Ugh. Anyway, how's your day, man? Welcome to the Hunters Guild. That's what my stream gimmick is. Welcome to the Hunters Guild. That's what my stream gimmick is. Oh my god, that is still weak! Anyway. I see a premium golden dinosaur. No, come on, damn it, stop. Game. Gotcha, bitch!
Look at this prime
Damn it.
cut of meat.
Yeah, it's RNG after all. It's not as simple as finding things. I gotta actually find multiple. Damn it. I thought that would have given me it. Poop. Okay, so there's gotta be more than one, right?
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Bump.
Try this. All right.
Flop. I'll take any gazelle meat. I'll take it all. I'm stuck on a rock. Cool.
All right.
A lot of people beating this game. I could have beaten it already myself. I'm not trying to beat it. Alright. I've been dragging this out as long as I can. Otherwise, I could have beaten it. I could have easily beaten this the first day. But what fun is that? Lies? Really? You don't think I could have beaten this day one? I could have ignored everything from side quests and just gone and done the story. But I'm the kind of guy who likes to 100% and search and enjoy ARPGs and open worldednesses to the best of my ability. If you want to call this game an open world game. So no, yes, I could have. Alright. If you say so.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
If you say so. Yeah.
Might cause some trouble later.
Dragon Ball Z
Best to
story
deal with
for
this
games
now.
aren't very long.
Well, this place seems pretty dull. There aren't many people around.
Crunch.
All right.
Whoa! This stone's extra hard. I've never felt a stone this hard before.
Dirty.
This thing's giving off a lot of energy. Might cause some trouble.
I'm assuming it took
Best
you
to deal
guys
with
at
this
least
now.
a week or two to beat this game. Am I correct? Unless you just beat it recently, the other day. I've talked to plenty of people who beat this game the first week I was streaming it.
My power.
Because I could easily beat RPGs longer than this
You should train
in
some
one
more.
sitting.
Scissors, paper.
I choose not to because I like to explore. For how long this game is, and how much I've explored, it's really not that long of a game, storyline-wise. I've put almost 60 hours into this, and that's searching. You're telling me I couldn't have beat this in one day? In less than a day? Also, I could skip every cutscene, but I haven't been doing so. I've been listening to every dialogue, every cutscene, and only have about 60 hours or so into this.
Let's head through the tunnel.
I'm the kind of guy who could turn this
Might cause some
easily
trouble later.
into a
Best to deal with this now.
200-hour or 300-hour stream, or, you know, hours worth or more. I nearly 100%ed Final Fantasy X in 3 months.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
The only thing left to do in that is to max out everyone's health. Everything else from the story is beaten, 100% everything, got everyone's weapon. I got all of their gear, all the armor I want. All I need to do is beat the true final boss of the game, which is the ultimate hidden boss, and then max out all of their health. I did that in 3 months.
Might cause some trouble later. Best
That's
to deal
not
with this
a lot.
now.
Took about 700 hours. That is not a lot.
You think there are fish here? I bet they taste great.
I want to say this game is on average probably around the same time frame I've been playing it for. Most games nowadays are about 50 to 60 hours in length. That's if you do most things. And half the time, those games aren't even RPGs or open-worlded.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
You go away.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Can you leave me the fuck alone?
I'm pumped up and ready to go.
So how long people are supposed to... I don't know. People can take however long they want to. I choose to sit there and spend months on these games just because that's how I like to play games like these. I know people who would literally beaten some games in 20 hours, 30 hours. Please, there's people who've talked to me in my streams who've beaten this game in the first week that I was streaming it. And I didn't stream it that much. I've been streaming it on and off. Like maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. Maybe not even that. There's even a few weeks where I didn't stream this at all. And I'm already at the Cell games.
You're done already?
This game is not long, dude. I know Dragon Ball Z. I may have not have played this game before. This is maybe still my first playthrough. But you're talking to a guy who loves Dragon Ball Z. This only goes up to the Buu Saga. For now. Until DLC releases. I've been dragging it out. I platinumed Kingdom Hearts 3 in less than a month. And that game has a lot more to offer than this. And that game is nowhere near as big an open world as this, if you want to call it that.
Alright, let's do this.
And I know people who platinum Kingdom Hearts in much faster time frame than that. It's only because I stream. I don't really play games all that much for myself. This is myself. This is playing my games for myself. If I truly wanted to play this game for myself, it would have been long beaten. What about Vegito?
You're done already?
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now. Yeah. Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Phantasy Star Online.
All right.
Aha. Skink.
That should be everything. All right.
My favorite RPG and video game of all time is Phantasy Star Online, followed by the Souls series. Then it would probably have to be Final Fantasy and then Dragon Ball Fusions.
Might cause some trouble later. Best to deal with this now.
Oh, there.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go get Bulma. Several hours later.
Hey.
If my company mass produces stuff, we could help everyone else who's experiencing negative side effects. Might actually look into that. Nice. Nice. So dumb. Such a goofy side quest to trying to freaking give reasons to why there's freaking animal men in this world. When that has nothing to do with the actual canon story. Or canonicity of Dragon Ball. That's just a goofy thing Toei added. Unless that's a little legitimate interview that Akira has been in and stated this. And I don't know for sure, but I honestly doubt it. But, to be honest, I don't put it past him, because this is Akira. This is so something he would do.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Thanks.
All right.
What is your favorite RPGs?
Yo. Many thanks.
Search for that sufferably charged ruby.
Ah!
Huh?
Just because he's lived for thousands or hundreds of years doesn't mean he can't die if he doesn't take health. If he's not healthy. Huh.
Now that that's over, I think it's time to train.
Why are you worried about your health if you've lived for 100 years? Well, I mean, you don't want to sit there and be sick. I'm surprised Master Roshi's body isn't freaking failing him, despite him being well over 400 or 500 years old. He trained with Korin 300 years ago, back during the time of Dragon Ball. God knows how old Master Roshi really is. He's probably at least 400 something years old. Or 350. He's at least 350 to 400 years old. Baba's even a little older than that.
So, are you ready for the showdown with Cell? That's great!
Let's do this for Goten. Let's do it for Goten. Why specifically Goten? Because Chi-Chi's pregnant right now.
Ahead. And before they knew it, the fated day of May 26th had finally arrived.
All right, time to go.
Don't you dare die on me, Goku!
Don't jinx him.
Don't worry, I won't, Chi-Chi.
Uh-huh.
My little Gohan better not fight!
What? Well,
Promise me, Goku! Promise me Gohan won't fight!
Look at the time. Bye!
Uh-huh.
My little Gohan's going to fight. I can feel it.
Hey!
There you are.
It's almost time. Wait, where's Vegeta? Don't tell me. Is he in the...
He went on ahead of us.
Gotcha. Man, he's real...
Yeah.
Whoa, why is everyone so down in the...
Goku, we've got some bad news. We can bring back a lot of people at once using just one wish with the dragon, just like before. We can't...
I'm sorry.
What? That's all? Relax.
Won't die.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, let's get going.
How are you this calm? You're
Come on. You want to get left behind?
So, are you...
Yeah?
Ha!
Only 20 minutes left until the Cell games begin and the fate of the planet Cell can be seen standing motionless in the center of the ring.
Is that his new voice? That's not the voice I recall.
The vile monster, Cell, is threatening to wipe out all of humanity. Only one man can... The World Martial Arts Champion, Mr. Satan! That's right, Mr. Satan has come to save us from certain doom!
Listen up there, Cell.
There's
I got
a
you
familiar
all
voice.
figured out.
But Jimmy Firecracker's voice, man, that does not sound like his voice at all.
You used a bunch of light shows and trick bombs to destroy the city and the military. But let me tell you,
Who is this clown?
I guess it was really just the 4Kids version that really did not give two shits about calling him Mr. Satan. Or that gave two shits about calling him Satan.
I'm surprised you've got the guts to come here and show
Even though they dubbed him Hercule in every English dub, they still call him Satan.
Well, looky here. You're still alive. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like you've had a little bit of work.
They flew too.
just another trick, that's all.
It is what it is.
So, Goku, do you think we can really beat Cell?
That's what you get for Akira literally giving you details on his real name after, you know, him literally calling him Hercule Satan.
Has your dad got something up his sleeve?
He could have called him Mark from the beginning.
You're finally here. I've been waiting for you, Goku.
And most,
I've been waiting.
and most, if not all, Dragon Ball characters do not have a canonical actual last name. Krillin, Yamcha, Ten, Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Bulma, all of them.
That
They don't
should
have
be
last names.
everyone. Welcome.
They all just flew, didn't they?
Hercule is no exception.
I guess that trick's pretty popular these days.
16! Looks like you're back in working order.
I owe you my thanks, Krillin. And you too, Gohan.
Glad to see you're better now, 16.
Let's give it our best.
Goku, I was created with the sole purpose of killing you. Do not forget this.
Man, this guy's nothing but gloom and doom.
It's time. Let us begin. I don't care who's first.
As the world martial arts champion, naturally that would be me.
Cutting out the filler, huh?
That guy? He's dead meat.
I say we let him go for it.
Good, because I was tired of those two.
Well, when he dies, we'll just bring him back with the Dragon Balls.
Jeez, guess we're gonna have to.
This is it, folks! The battle to protect the planet is finally underway! The Cell Games have begun!
Yeah! Take this! And that!
Oh, you're irritating.
Mr. Satan! Mr. Satan has been knocked out of the ring! He's lost the match!
Well,
I've lost my
then,
footing.
let's begin this
I clearly was bitch smacked out the ring and flew 100 feet. Oh no, but I lost my footing.
Satan lost? But how?
I just lost my footing. I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna mess him up real good.
Mm-hmm.
He still doesn't have the slightest clue what he's dealing with.
Oh, he does.
World champion, my ass.
Oh, hello, Vegeta. I don't think I've ever heard you swear,
So, who's
aside from
Well,
maybe a
I
few
guess I'll go
instances where you
first,
do
if
swear in
that's
the
okay.
anime, but I don't think you've ever said ass before.
Well. In the interest of transparency, I was hoping to
They
save
say,
you
like,
for the end.